We're learning about the blessed rhythms, and we're assigning to each letter a way of life. So we begin with prayer. L, listen. E, eat. Now, eating might be everyone's favorite. I know it's certainly mine. So when we eat, what we're doing is we're just preparing an opportunity for relationship. And think about this. Eating is something you do anyway. So it's a matter just of inviting people in to relationship. And Jesus demonstrated this in the book of Luke when there are at least 10 distinct times in the book where he was teaching while a meal was taking place. I think that when there's a meal, that people just naturally kind of relax. They lean forward a little bit. They will give a little more time to a story or a little more time to listen, especially if there's multiple courses to the meal. And so I want to encourage you to think about ways, you're going to eat anyway. Think about ways that you can eat and include your friends or your neighbors into these opportunities to talk about life and live on mission. One example might be use your back deck for a barbecue. Invite the neighbors over, or maybe it's just one set of friends that you've been sharing your life with. Invite them over and spend some extended time. There are people who use a fire pit to do that. Sometimes I knew of a guy who actually cooked pancakes in his driveway on Saturdays from time to time and would invite the people around him. He became known for that. It became a fun thing and people would come to his driveway. So you can use your own imagination, but I encourage you, even if you're just having a cup of coffee, to share that coffee with a friend and think about how to eat together. I'll give you an illustration from my own life. I had a friend named John DeWitt, and John lived next door to us at one point of time in his life. And one Saturday morning, it was early. I don't even think it was 8 o'clock yet. And I was sitting in my easy chair inside my house. I'm glad I was dressed because John just walked in the front door, didn't knock or anything. What's cool to me is that he didn't feel like he needed to. I'm glad he felt just that comfortable. He walked into my living room and began to share a story with me that ended up being a part of the reason that John chose to accept Christ. And I'm glad he had that kind of familiarity. One person who was writing about how we can use our home as a ministry tool said, we should give refrigerator rights to our neighbors. So when their feet are under your table, it's just a great opportunity to share life. If they invite you into their home, how great is that they trusted in you? And I just want to encourage you to think about eating as an opportunity to share Christ.